Last night at 3 a.m., I watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Episode 5, Truth. I thought it was pretty good. I'm going to talk about it right here. I know a lot of people have their reviews out already, and that's okay and everything, but I want to do my quick thoughts and stuff like that because I already did Episode 4, and I thought I'd do Episode 5 and Episode 6 as well. And maybe I'll go back and review the rest of the series. But why not kick off our Marvel DC 100 Days of Typhlosion season than talking about the most recent episode of a Marvel TV show. Now, the last episode I loved. I thought it was absolutely fantastic, and I love this episode too, but I didn't like it as much. I wasn't as invested. There were parts in the story where I was like, this is really what people were saying is the best episode of the entire series. It's a little bit ridiculous. I don't think it's the best episode of the entire series. I think it delves in deeper to more important issues they've been talking about on the show. They talk about Isaiah Bradley and how he was arrested and how he was basically treated like a piece of shit and wasn't treated as a hero, which he deserved. Sam talks to Isaiah Bradley and he kind of comes up with his own way of seeing himself as the new Captain America. So you see him go and talk to Isaiah Bradley, talk to about how they never let a black man be Captain America, and now Sam is going to take what Isaiah Bradley said and prove him wrong, which I think that's absolutely fantastic. You know, you have an episode where Sam is really conflicting on if he should really be taking the shield, you know, and I think that's a really good episode. I really don't think we needed all of this action this episode. The cameo this episode, which of course I believe is Madam Hydra, was played by the same actress who was the lead female actress on Seinfeld. I cannot tell you her name. I'm not a huge Seinfeld fan. I haven't seen so much of her work, but I did recognize the cameo right away. I knew it was her. And I thought it was really funny. I thought it was a really good cameo. But other than that, I mean, this episode was pretty damn good. I mean, you got that fight between John Walker, Falcon, and the Winter Soldier. Brutal fight. Brutal fight. I thought it was an awesome, awesome fight. You see that John Walker has to kind of tell the U.S. government. You could see that he's kind of getting unhinged. He's yelling at this, press conference meeting type thing. And you see them say, you have to abandon your post as Captain America. He's telling them, I'm Captain America. And then you see him, making that shield. And there's that shot in the trailer where we see him walking down the street with the shield. I don't know if they're just using that footage to throw us off, or maybe they're going to have a similar shot to that with this new shield, and they just edited the old shield in so that they wouldn't see anything. I'm not sure. But this episode ended with Falcon essentially seeing his new Captain America outfit. And I'm really excited for the next episode. I'm extremely excited. It's going to be the last episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And then, who knows what's going to come after that. I think it's Loki after that. This episode, I give it a 4 out of 5. I think it was really weird with the pacing. I think that everybody put their expectations, way too high, expecting a huge cameo, expecting this big, grandiose episode. But we just ended up getting, I'd say, an episode that was necessary, to give more depth to the human characters. Well, they're all human characters, but give it more depth to our heroes, Sam, Bucky, follow up more on the stuff they were talking about in the first episode, instead of them running around with Zemo, building to building and building. But yeah, that's all I have to say for today, and stay tuned for tomorrow's video.